heroes, little ones. I've got a tale to tell of adventure, romance, tragedy, how I met your father, and how my group of friends all those years ago gave everything we had to make sure there was a future. Unbeknownst to us back then, our universe hung by a thread. A balanced force was crumbling, chaos looming. But that part comes much later in the story that I tell. Today we start on our first adventure when we were in need of money. Just ended, peace was settling in. A ragtag group of soldiers bonded by our past. Except that weird wizard, he was the fighter's cousin. Stayed together to seek adventure and wealth. The country needed rebuilding, work was everywhere. Soldiers turned to bandits, monsters roaming without care. The border towns had plenty of jobs to keep us fed, but the inner towns safer, little work to be had. So off we went adventure bound, looking for our coin. Ancient map in hand, we set out, following the faded marks through forests thick and wild. We found what we were searching for, barely visible, easily missed. A pyramid hidden in the trees, covered thick with vines. Ancient doors with deadly traps. The rogue led us through safely, disarming every trap. Adventure was upon us now. Oh, what treasures waited there. Halfway up the corridors open to a room so grand. We stepped inside, the doorway sealed. Trouble I knew, magical torches flickered bright, lighting up the space. Then rubble started moving, taking shape. Earth elementals rose up tall, made of stone and dirt. The fighter stepped up to the front, shield raised and sword in hand. I sang a melody of power to empower us all. The wizard threw a fireball with that pyro gleam in his eye. It barely scratched him, sings the rogue who shot him quite a glare. He switched to ice spells quickly, looking nervous. The cleric waded in with hammer, holding a line next to the fighter. The rogue was already moving, daggers flashing left and right, cutting lines across the stone. We threw everything we had at them, barely made a dent. Then old knowledge struck, a weakness from an old book. I cast a spell upon our weapons, vibration intense and strong. Every single blow rang out with a deafening boom. It rattled and it shook the walls, blasted chunks from them, turning the tides and ending the fight. The cleric mended all our wounds, we caught our breath at last. Then up we climbed, avoiding traps. Other than a few close calls, the path was mostly clear until we reached the very top. A pedestal stood in the center, a shield floating in the air, a rose emblem molded in the metal. Around the room some gems and trinkets, enough value to eat for a while. We shrugged and took what we could carry. The fighter wore that shield with style. A pyramid adventure done. The treasure wasn't much, but we were living out our dream. We'd find our glory elsewhere, riches waiting down the road. Adventure bound and heart so light. We sought out the next journey. That shield with the rose emblem, it would mean so much more later on. But we didn't know that yet. We were young and the war was gone. Just a group of friends seeking fortune, fame, and glory to be found. Little did we know we'd save the world. But for now, adventure bound. This is where our story starts, little ones, so listen well. tale of how we saved everything. Oh, what a tale to tell.